drinking bourbon, sipping on some scotch. We get a little wild, but it's sure fun to watch. We love what we do, we're drinking every brew. Man, we talk some shit, but we're telling the truth. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, raisins in hell and making some noise. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. We're here to have fun and we hope you enjoy. We're here to have fun, yeah.
Hey, Scotchy Bourbon Boys fans, this is Alan Bishop, Indiana's alchemist of the Black Forest. So I'm tuning in here today to tell you all about the One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute channel on YouTube. If you're at all interested in the art of distilling, whether it be home distilling or professional distilling, and the intense geekery that goes into that process, then check out the One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute on YouTube. I promise you're going to learn something you didn't know before about the arts.
This is Alan Bishop, head alchemist at Spirits of French Lick. Be on the lookout for a brand new bottled and bond Solomon Scott rye whiskey, made from a mash composed of 65% rye, 35% corn, and 5% victory malt. This 5-year-old 100 proof rye whiskey is a throwback to early 1800s style rye whiskeys of the Ohio Valley. Named after the legendary Daisy Spring Mill distillery owner turned moonshiner Solomon Scott of Paoli, Indiana. Remember, drink responsibly and never drink and drive.
All right.
Hey, yeah.
Tiny back for Whiskey and Tiny's 10-minute tasting of...
Smoke Wagon, Uncut, Unfiltered.
Thank you for that. All right.
Kind of like the Scotchy Bourbon Boys.
Yeah. At this point, we're uncut and unfiltered. Fuck that. Yeah. It's like, anyways. All right. The classification is straight bourbon. It's a company, Nevada H&C Distilling Company. The distillery is MGP. The release,
Is it really?
ongoing all the time, 115.78 proof. No age statement. This is a mash bill of 60% corn, 36% rye, and 4% malted barley. And let's get into this pour of this heavy.
Well, I love malted barley. You know, their reggae music was just life-changing for me.
That's Bob Marley, buddy.
Oh, isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, we have a podcast to do. We are going to be, we are ready to go. You have to behave yourself with our guests, though, right?
Yep.
All right. So, anyways, it's poured. I agree. If you look at this, this is a little bit golden. There's a little bit of it, but they say it's golden hay. This looks a little oranger than golden hay. A little bit more orange.
You know, from the color, it looks young.
Oh my God, does that smell good?
Does it not smell
It smells
good?
like caramel.
It smells so good.
All right, so let's just do the smoke way, and you get the old guy. We're gonna have Whiskey read off the back of the label, and this one's a challenge.
Yeah, so it's a shiny label, and we have almost no light. So, Smoke Wagon Barrel Strength Bourbon. Not all barrels are created equal. Only the best, most flavorful barrels earn the right to show off their full potential. Enjoy this bourbon in its truest form, uncut and unfiltered, just like us.
I want you to leave this bottle here.
Wild and untamed, not for the faint of heart. From the Nevada H&C Distillery Company in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've seen a couple of shows in Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. You've had this?
Yeah.
But it's been open a while. You probably
Coincidentally,
gotten
you and I opened it when you were up at my house.
And I tasted it?
You did. But if you remember, this was like number 9 or 10 that night.
Yeah, okay. Was it the 4th of July or the last time?
No, the last time.
The Moonshiners.
No, I got this.
Congratulations to Kelly on winning Master Distiller. Awesome. And she's now at Whiskey Thief.
Nice.
So we get to see her when we go down there. Oh my God, this
That's
is
so good.
So
It's so good.
this isn't what I think a bourbon would taste like, smell like. I think this is what I want a bourbon to smell like. God damn. All right, let's see if the palate matches the nose.
You know what? I feel like I just stuck my nose in alcoholic caramel syrup.
Look at the legs dropping down slowly. So that's one thing, based off of what they're talking about. That's caramel. So the nose. Listen to what Breaking Bourbon comes up. It introduces itself a rich and spirited caramel greeting, 100% on the nose. The warm welcome is joined by complementary notes of rye grain. I pick up that rye grain. It kind of whatever. Gentle cinnamon, orange rind, and a shade of ginger weaves itself throughout. It's not as potent as you'd expect given proof, but instead of nicely developed and presented, 100% agree with that nose. That is a spectacular
I don't really care
nose.
what they say.
Now, the palate is once again, this is...
Wow, this is like a punch in the mouth.
I get all of what they're talking about.
Wow.
It starts off caramel, dark chocolate, and finishes up with an apple. Like
Right? So
like
I get
a Macintosh. I have a Macintosh apple just sitting on my it's fresh and fruity on the finish. And they throw in
no wonder you were popular in prison.
They throw in a char in there that you pick up, but never does the char's throughout, but never does it present itself as overpowering where you don't like it, like it's too smoky.
Yeah, so it definitely has a smoky flavor. I mean, Smoke Wagon has got whatever they're doing to get that, they're doing it. It's subtle, comes through more on the finish.
Yeah, but just remember, it's not them.
I get it. Well, you don't know. MGB could be sending it out to the desert.
No, they're not. They're picking barrels.
Oh, that's so good.
I
just want to smell it. I don't even care about drinking it anymore. I just want to. I want Smoked Wagon Uncut Unfiltered deodorant.
Okay. Nose is another 25.
This is a 25. This is crazy.
Body. Let's just go right to body.
Man,
that's
strong.
the first good body we had. As far as I'm going 24 on the body.
Are you?
That goes cheeks. Nope. We got another podcast.
You might need another hit.
No. I have to actually interview somebody.
Yeah, just sit back and make comments.
Yeah. And be good.
I'm going to be good.
You aren't good now.
I'm being fine now.
25, 24. I'm going to give the body a 24.
Man, this body. So this isn't the perfect body for me, but as a bourbon drinker, I think a lot of people would really like this.
No, I love this body. It's full and throughout the whole thing.
It is.
The taste. Okay, so the taste has enough smoke in it not to make. So I give the body and the nose a 25. The taste, I'm going to give a 23. I love the apple. I love the car. It does match the nose matches.
I'm going to give the body a 23 too. Yep. Like I said, when I first
did you say body or taste?
Body. I was still out on that. The one thing I said when I first tried this is like a punch in the mouth. And it's all that body. I mean, it really...
Yeah.
When you have a fresh palate and you put this in your mouth...
But it doesn't overpower. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's everywhere, and then it doesn't fry everything.
Yeah,
it starts going into the finish. You got your taste of your caramels, and then it goes into that little bit of smoky, and then there's a little bit of apple, and then it goes into that finish, and you pick up dark chocolates and a little bit of the char. Mm-hmm. And overall, but that body, sometimes you got that body, it's so big, it just burns your mouth and it's gone. It takes away from the taste, and this does not do it. So that's why I give it a 25. You give it a 23.
I'm only going to give. So I'm gonna tell the tale of two cities on the taste for me. For
now
me,
we're on taste.
Yeah. So for the taste for me, my personal is a 20. But if I was,
you got to go personal.
And I'll tell you why it's 20 is this has a lot of rye in it, and it really comes through the palate for me. And that's not my favorite. I like, I tend to lean towards
It's got a spice. It's got a rye spice.
It's got a lot of rye spice. And I tell you, I typically,
but you know what? Where the rye spice really doesn't bother me is it goes like an apple instead of a celery or that dill. It doesn't go rye or dill. It's got the spice and then it goes apple.
See, and to me, it goes leather.
Okay.
And maybe that's partly because of the smokiness. When I say this thing drinks a little smoky, it drinks a little smoky. I mean,
there's the char all throughout there. I
absolutely.
agree. They're picking those barrels.
This is a little bit weird because I think this is more smoky than most barrels, or most bottles that we get to try. But I don't mind the smoke. I don't mind. It's not overpowering. It's not like going to the place that smokes their meat for 27 hours and all you can taste in the pork butt is smoke.
Well, I understand that. Breaking Bourbon talks about getting a lot of fans. If you like a little bit of that, like especially Scotch drinkers, they like that. But so if you're like looking for a bourbon that has a little bit of Scotch and it's bourbon, this is perfect. So you pull those Scotch drinkers, and then it's not too much smoke for the bourbon. So it just picks up a fanfare, and it always has. It's a great bottle. It's got a nice fanfare. So
it's not distributed.
So what are you giving it for a taste?
Oh, I'm gonna.
You said 20.
Yeah, 20.
I said 23. So what do you think on the finish?
So I hate to say this, but I like this finish. Probably I think I'm gonna go with a 22. It's a long finish for me, really long finish for me. A little bit of smokiness, that sweetness, that kind of that caramel bomb from the nose comes through for me. And again, I mean, it's kind of like that leather that's coming off the palate as you go into the finish.
Yeah,
it doesn't offend me.
Okay.
And usually when stuff tastes like wood or leather,
bitter.
I don't like that. Yeah.
You don't like bitter. There's no bitterness. It's a little smokiness, but at the same time. So I was going to go. I felt that the finish is long, and I was going to go. I was thinking 19, 20. I'm going to go 19, and so. For the finish, for me, it's not a bad finish, but there's nothing special about that finish to me. It's good. It's just good.
It's just good. It's a solid bottle.
And 19 is a good finish. So I go 19, which puts me that puts me at 92.
And I think I'm at 80, 88 again.
So once again, that puts us at 90. So we give this Smoke Wagon.
I'll tell you, it's interesting to me. This is the one thing I'll say about the finish is I don't have that Kentucky hug. It doesn't burn on the way down. But now that I'm sitting here and I've had a little bit more than you, I kind of get this warm feeling in my belly.
Yeah.
So it's a different kind of hug. And,
yeah.
And honestly, I like it.
Yeah. It's like sitting
what
by
about
the campfire.
Value for $80?
Oh yeah, 92. We did a 94 for the two of us for 160. So yeah, there's value. I'm impressed.
I think I'm going to keep a bottle. I'm going to keep a bottle on the shelf. When this one's gone, I'll get another.
Yeah, well, you can do it.
So,
all right. So everybody, www.scotchybourbonboys.com. There we go. Another whiskey and tiny tasting in the book.
For those, I'm going to do one more thing if that's okay.
Okay.
So for those of you that want to try this, they actually sell this bottle online direct from the distillery. As long as you are in a state that can receive shipped spirits, you can go straight to their website and you can order it, which is unusual.
Good bourbon equals good times and good friends.
Good friends.
Until the next time, remember www.scotchybourbonboys.com. Visit us on our podcast or on the web, all
YouTube,
social media. Yep.
Facebook.
Everything. Yep.
We're on the gram.
So, little Steve-O, take us out. All right.
Oh, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar.
Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die.
Dant Crossing, Gethsemane, Kentucky. Timeless hospitality that stirs the spirit. Dant Crossing is a one-of-a-kind destination for unforgettable weddings, memorable corporate events, day trips, and weekend getaways. The pastoral campus is anchored by Log Still Distillery and includes an amphitheater that seats 2,000, a 12-acre lake for fishing, and unique lodging options, creating an immersive experience that's rooted in the community and culture of our little slice of Kentucky. More attractions will open soon at Dant Crossing, including our 21,000 square foot distillery, which we will have the ability to produce 15,000 barrels of spirit each year, a network of wooded walking trails, fully functional private train depot, farm-to-table restaurant, and the Legacy, a premier wedding and events venue. Whether you're looking to host an event, book a stay, or reserve a tasting, we're ready to welcome you. Learn more at dantcrossing.com.